Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Diwali themed makeup tutorial for you. In this video I will be using some brushes that was sent to me by the company My Makeup Brush Set for review purposes. I'm going to be testing these out to see how I feel about them, and the full review will be coming soon. First step, as always, is to moisturize your skin. I'm using Simple's Kind to Skin Hydrating Light Moisturizer. I'm using a pea-sized amount and massaging all over my skin. I wanted to feature these two L'Oreal pressed pigments in this video. One is a beautiful green with gold shot through, and the other one is a light gold. I'm starting off with a primer for my eyeshadow, and this is Chilled on Ice by MAC Cosmetics. I apply this over my eyelids with my fingers, and this is going to ensure that my eyeshadow remains vibrant and doesn't move. The first eyeshadow is going to be Golden Emerald from L'Oreal. This is a beautiful olive green pressed pigment that has flecks of gold shimmer. At first I started using a brush to apply this, but I found that using my finger actually gave me more color payoff, so that is what I'm going to do on both eyelids. The camera isn't doing this eyeshadow any justice. This eyeshadow has a duochrome effect and the color was absolutely stunning. Next I'll be taking the second shade, which is Eternal Sunshine. I will be applying this to the inner tear duct and also to the center of my lids. This is just going to give me some more dimension. Applying this in the tear duct area is going to make my eyes appear brighter and wider. This eyeshadow is actually from L'Oreal's Infallible range. It claims that it would last for a full 24 hours, and I do find these eyeshadows to have very good staying power. Next, I'm going to be using a sculpting powder from MAC Cosmetics called Shadester. This is one of my favorite products by MAC, and I use this as a transition shade for my eyeshadows. I'm just applying this lightly into my crease just to help blend that green eyeshadow. Next, I'll be taking a fluffy brush and I will be blending out the edges to help eliminate harsh lines. Because I have a few blemishes at the moment, I wanted a full coverage foundation, so I'm using MAC's Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation in the shade NC30. I'm just dispensing this on the back of my hand, and I will be applying it all over my face with the end of a makeup brush. This shade does appear a bit light for me at the moment, but it does match my neck and my chest, so we're just going to blend it out. I'm going to be using a damp makeup sponge to blend this into my skin. I'm then going to be taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Medium Beige. I'm going to apply this in a triangle under my eyes to cover my dark circles, as well as any other places I feel I need some more coverage. I'm going to blend this out with the same damp makeup sponge. I'm applying just a little bit more in the darkest areas under my eyes, and then I will be blending it out with a soft brush. I use my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. This is a sheer loose powder that is going to lock in my concealer to ensure that it's not going to move or crease. I'm using one of the brushes from the set that I mentioned. I'm then using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Golden Medium to set my under eyes as well as the rest of my face. Here I'm using the same brush to apply the powder to further set my under eye area. Using a larger brush from the same set, I'm going to apply this powder all over my face to set the rest of my foundation. You will notice that the shade of this powder is actually warming up my complexion, and so now this is matching my face to the rest of my body. Next, I'm using this bronzing powder from MAC, and it is called Refined Golden, and it is a warm bronzy shade with small gold sparkles shot through it. I was most excited to try this next brush. It applied the product really beautifully to my skin. I'm just applying this bronzing powder on my forehead, along my hairline, the perimeter of my face, my cheekbones, my jawline, and a little bit under my chin. This is going to further warm up my complexion. It is also going to bring back some dimension to our skin. I'm using another brush from the set just to contour my nose slightly. I'm taking that same brush along with MAC's Shadester again, and I am contouring out the hollows of my cheeks. And then I'm going to take the brush that I applied the bronzer with and just blend the contour shade with the bronzer shade. I'm going to apply MAC's Feline Eye Kohl in my waterline as well as tightline. I'm just going to create some smokiness by blending some of the L'Oreal Golden Emerald eyeshadow under my eyelashes. Using a cool tone brown eyeshadow, I will be defining my eyebrows. Using another brush from the set, I'm going to use the spoolie side to comb through my eyebrows. And I'll be using the angled side to fill in the sparse areas. Next, I will be curling my eyelashes to prepare them for mascara. I'm applying mascara to both my top and bottom eyelashes. For my cheeks, I wanted to use something different from my collection, so I went with this baked blush from Milani called Red Vino. It is a beautiful red tone bronzy blush with gold veining shot through it. The color may look intimidating at first, but I just took my time and built it up slowly because it can give you a very sheer wash of color. For highlight, I went back to that eyeshadow from L'Oreal called Eternal Sunshine, and I used the last brush from that set, and I applied this to the tops of my cheekbones and to the tip of my nose. For lips, I applied a lip liner from NYX called Deep Purple. And to finish off the look, I used MAC's Diva lipstick. This was actually the first lipstick I ever bought from MAC. It's a dark vampy red and it looks beautiful on many skin tones. I hope you enjoyed this Diwali inspired makeup look. Thank you so much for watching and I wish you a very happy Diwali.